Diversity Award Presentation. The importance of workplace diversity. There are many benefits to gender diversity in the workplace. Two benefits of gender diversity in the workplace are decrease in turnover rates and increase engagement and performance. Gender diversity decreased turnover because companies that have more gender diversity have 22% lower turnover rates due to increased morale, opportunity, and equality. This change in mindset can really deliver long-term staffing benefits. The importance of workplace diversity continued. It can also increase engagement and performance by having higher satisfaction levels, which in turn increases employee engagement, resulting in increased performance. Gender equality is just as important to a business as race and ethnicity equality. Diversity plan. When developing a diversity plan, there are many different steps that would be included in it. Some of these steps would be setting goals, developing the actual plan, implementing the plan, and measuring the results. Setting goals for the company is the first step towards developing a diversity plan. Make sure there is a solid diversity mission statement. This should clearly illustrate the company's commitment to diversity. After there is a mission statement in place, it makes it easier to come up with steps to deliver on the diversity plan. Developing the diversity plan is the next step. Objectives in the diversity plan should relate to the employees, customers, and the community. According to an article called Diversity Plan for the Workplace, it states, an employee-related objective could be to recruit and hire workers from a diverse talent pool. A customer-related objective could be assess your customers' demographic information and train your staff to develop communication skills specific to your customers' needs. A community-related objective could be to contribute volunteer hours and funds to a local nonprofit organization that serves a diverse segment of the population. And that was by Lindblad, 2017. Diversity plan continued. Implementing the plan is the next step. It should be launched with a company-wide diversity meeting where the plan is laid out and went over. Make sure all employees are on board for the plan. Finally, be sure to measure the results. Look at the company and see if there is more diversity among it. The plan will never be successful if the results are not measured. How culture and inclusion impact the organization. As a human resources director, there are a few techniques that I would use in order to ensure an inclusive work culture. Some ways to do this is by learning about all the cultural backgrounds, lives, and interests of employees outside of the workplace. Give employees opportunities to interact with each other outside of the work so that employees feel more comfortable and they will get to know each other better. Give all employees the chance to take part in decision making. Finally, permitting flexible schedules so employees who observe religious practices can arrange their schedule around that. How culture and inclusion impact the organization continued. Getting to know your employees is one of the best ways to see who will be good in a management or leadership position. Someone may be the best employee and get their work done in a timely manner, but if they do not have what it takes to be in a manager position, it will not work out. I'm the type of person where it doesn't matter the race, gender, or ethnicity, I will choose the best candidate for the job. This is how most managerial decisions should be made. Pick the person who will perform the best in the position. This is how the company will succeed. How diverse work groups work together in the workplace. When considering proactive plans that could be used by a manager in the workplace in relation to gender and millennials, it is one of the easier diversity groups to tackle. Millennials are the group of people who are more accepting to women being in leadership roles. They also have an easier time adapting to women being in charge and taking orders from them. Although people are more accepting to women, there is still a pay gap related to women. The median weekly earnings of a female are about $150 less than males. One thing a manager could do to even out the gap between genders is by treating everyone equal. Managers often give men more responsibilities because they appear to be stronger and more confident. However, if a manager gives every employee the same opportunity, women will have the chance to shine. One other thing that a manager could do is pairing up men and women when working on team projects. This allows the men and women to see how each other works. Men will start to value the women's work when they are chosen to work together. This will also help close the gender gap in the workplace. Incorporating Holsted's cultural dimensions in global workforce. Geert Holsted was a Dutch social psychologist. He developed cultural dimensions by analyzing data from a survey of IBM employees across 76 nations. He proposed that there was 4 dimensions of the basic human condition. There were power, distance, collectivism versus individualism, femininity versus masculinity, and uncertainty avoidance. He later added 2 more dimensions, long-term versus short-term, and indulgence versus restraint. Incorporating Holsted's cultural dimensions in global workforce continued. These are more strategies. Work in and within confines of your current cultural environments. Change the behavior and the mind will follow. Focus on critical behaviors. Use your informal leaders. Do not allow formal leaders any slack. Link behaviors to objectives. Demonstrate quick response. Use cross-organizational methods for communication. Align efforts to behaviors. And continuous management of cultural situations. Best practices for managers. Adaptive leadership styles. In the scope of diversity, knowing that high power distance cultural groups like China, Japan, or India have high regards for authority, they could adapt their leadership style to be clear and direct. Conflict management. Managers must show support and commitment to diversity and understand that some conflict in group is a good thing. Diversity committees. Committees can work towards proactive events that foster inclusion, communication, and awareness of diverse groups. Creating a diversity plan. That diversity plan should focus on 3 key categories: developing employees to their maximum potential, create an inclusive work environment, and working towards being an employer of choice. And in conclusion, I feel like I have a very good grasp on workplace diversity and gender equality in the workplace. I've worked very hard at proving this, and I feel I would be the best person to win this award. Since I have been the Human Resource Manager, there has been major accomplishments in relation to the workplace diversity. Please consider me in all the hard work that has been done for this award. Thank you. My references.